It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles and the Lions coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Dancing away at the 35, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
40 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Davion Taylor coming in hard that time on the blitz. And he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. And this carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 1. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Gone. And in for the Lions touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Play action. It's gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on third. Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers for Sanders last week, 19 carries, 71 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. To throw is Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is taken down deep. second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting. And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half. Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball. Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done. One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover. Big thanks to the defense. From the 27, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach? Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception. And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again? Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now it's gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. So we've reached halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those happen.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Philly.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to work his way down to the 16. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, gone. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Brings up 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff a handoff here to Swift.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Goff. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Gets through, and now an opening. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it with Sanders. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd down at 4. From the gun, here's Swift. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Again, Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the after defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want it. So that challenge, a successful one. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running right, here's Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They go play action with Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Being chased out left. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Personal foul. This is looking at that.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a... you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Once again, it's Swift. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And they'll spot it right at the 20. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Philly. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw